OrCa is a fuzzer that we're developing in-house at Veridise to automatically test smart contract protocols. Fuzzing is a process for generating millions and millions of test cases to run against a smart contract protocol or against code in general to find bugs or vulnerabilities. So the key idea there is if we generate tons of test cases, even randomly, we can often find bugs that you can't find otherwise. A lot of the other fuzzers in this space, they do allow you to express some simple properties and check them over time, but they don't allow you to express temporal properties. So a temporal property here is a property that should hold in your protocol over time. So an example of a temporal property might be something like when someone can withdraw the winnings from an auction. So for example, someone should never be able to withdraw the winnings of an auction until the auction has actually ended. And OrCa makes it easy to express these types of properties and then run millions of test cases to try to find vulnerabilities. So kind of the heart of OrCa, I think, is our V specification language, which allows users to kind of simply and concisely express these temporal properties. And then OrCa works by still executing these millions of test cases and checking if any of them violate this particular temporal property that the user has specified. I think we have an interesting recent example that we've run across where we were running OrCa on an audit competition, and OrCa was able to quickly find actually an access control vulnerability. So in the smart contract space, an access control vulnerability is when someone can call a particular function that they shouldn't be able to call. So OrCa was very quickly able to identify that a particular function that should have access control, in fact, didn't. And this resulted in a user being able to withdraw essentially all the money from a protocol. So it was a pretty serious bug. The most impactful thing we've found for OrCa is actually improved code understanding. And so as we've been developing OrCa, we've realized that standard fuzzers execute millions of test cases, but they don't really tell you about anything that happened in the execution, except that they found a bug or didn't. And one of the things we're really excited about with OrCa is that we're actually exposing more of the information that OrCa finds during fuzzing directly to the user. So for example, this can expose things like access control bugs, but also more general information about what types of transactions succeed in a protocol, for example, versus which revert, who's able to call certain functions, what types of constraints are there about when a particular function can be called. So some of the really impactful results we've actually found is by OrCa exposing this more detailed information during fuzzing.